Hi, family. How are you doing today? Just wanted to take this time or take a moment to come and talk with you today. Mostly about something that I just experienced today. One of my dear friends invited me to come and go, I guess, minister. That's the term he used. To minister to um, some youth, children, youth ministry that was participating today, and they had a pastor, a young man that was there. He might have been in his 20s, late 20s, maybe. That was kind of leading out there in the program there at the church. But he was speaking in reference to Black History because this is Black History Month. Okay. Now, he prefaced his meeting on how much he hated Black History Month, or this time of the year, I guess, when they would do Black History. So, and he just really dwelled on how much he hated Black History Month and the things that it really usually they center around the story of Rosa Parks and the story of Dr. Martin Luther King and what have you, which, yes, we do. And he spent a lot of time talking about a lot of historical facts on this side of slavery. Okay, which is good, and it's good information that the students need to know. And there are several other things that they need to know about their greatness and that the things that we've been through in the past and what have you. But in reference to the past, our time before slavery, he talked about some things there and gave some dates, and I was in agreement with him on those things. But his preface that we do not do enough throughout the year, which is true. Black history should be every month. Matter of fact, with me, it pretty much is. I am always keeping the mindset of the condition of our people and always trying to teach the message of our history in the past, where we came from. That's why I wear this ankh all the time. It'll either be hanging up in my car or on my neck, just to put the question out there in the minds of the person who sees me wearing it. Why the heck he's wearing that cross around his neck? I'm an educator, and I like to teach all the time, even if I'm not speaking. So when I throw this around my neck and I walk around it, wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, the question has to come, why does that guy have that big old unk around his neck? Okay, it's a question. And those people who know, who are informed, they know that, number one, this is not a cross. Number two, hopefully they know that it is an ankh, and it is from the African spiritual system, and that I'm proud to embrace our history. So that's the reason why I teach Black history all year round. And every time I get an opportunity to add something or to cause another brother or sister to stand up and be proud of who you are, your black hair, your black skin, your the talent that we have in our history and who we were, the builders of the pyramids, and all of this wisdom, science, mathematics, all of these things originated within our people of color. So I'm always happy to teach all year round. But one thing that I have learned is that you don't spit on your parents. Think about that. You don't spit on the people who carried you to where you are today. When and I had to learn this, so this brother was real young, and I had to learn it myself. I grew up, my parents gave me a very good Christian foundation in the home about how to just love one another, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Basic home training to me in my home, the way I was raised. And then, once, and that we was in the Baptist church, and Baptist people, they did certain things and put some foundations in place about how to just be a decent person. Okay, and then after I went from there, then I started studying. As I grew, I started studying with other people, because you meet other people in the world. There were Jehovah's Witnesses that I've studied with, and Pentecostal, you got all these different backgrounds, Muslim, and you got people that have come from all different nationality. I have a friend from India, and those uh, I've come across a person who believed in Buddha and what have you. All of them had a piece to bring to the understanding of life, love, and respect for other people and what have you. So when this brother said, you know, these things, how much he hated Black History Month, I felt like it was a time for me to do this video. Not to say who that person was, but any of us who are at that point, don't spit on your parents. You are who you are because of where you've come from. Your background makes you who you are today. And even though, and I'm learning every day, and we all are learning every day. Every day that you learn something is a brand new day, and those are the bridges you've had to come over. So why would you spit on that rather than? And I'm not sure. I think I don't know who made this statement. Was it Martin Luther King? But why curse the darkness when you can light a candle? Why spend the time trying to put down Black History Month and talk about how much you hate it because it's just 1 month or 1 week, and even the history of it? He talked, those were great nuggets to get today, because he talked about, how it started out in 1 week, and I read that also. I couldn't quite remember who it was, but I knew that information, but that was a part of the past that has brought me to where I am today. My parents put in me the best that they could from what they knew. They was coming from a good place. They don't know and have the information that I have today. I learned so much from the Baptist church. I learned so much from the Adventist church. Oh, I got a wealth of health knowledge from them. So I don't curse where I came from. They brought me across that bridge, and now today there are some things that, I had to move to the side, but there's also a whole lot of stuff that really added to my life and made me who I am today, a better person, hopefully, a better person. Okay? And now I'm studying more about the African spiritual system. I can remember there was a point in time in my life where I was doing all these Black History productions, and I was showing how the slave plight and how the black man was tortured and brought over here on these ships, and I would put all that stuff on the stage just to inform people and to get them attached emotionally to the black man and black woman's plight. The things that we have been through. So yes, we don't want to go back through that. And yes, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or whatever, that was the beginning. That was the beginning. And you don't have to hate or despise meager beginnings. Light a candle. If we can get our people to love themselves and to love them every day of the week and every month of the year, that's good, but we don't have to curse the beginning in order to make and just make that so obvious. I mean, it just came at me so hard that he was just saying, I hate it. It's just like cursing the people that are gone before us. I hear some kids when we hear about the beatings that happen. Oh, that wouldn't have happened to me. Like, you so big and bad. If you've been back there, you would have gone through probably the same thing, I'm sure. So, this is life, and this is our life, our lives. And we need to learn to embrace ourselves, embrace each other. We have a history that we can be proud of, because you have accomplished and you have overcome something, and we're still overcoming. So why curse the darkness when you can light a candle? And that's my word for today. Light that candle, brothers and sisters. Light that candle and have peace. Peace. Hello family, this is Mr. E, If you would like to support the works of Mr. E or any of Ezell's productions, you may make your donations at Cash App. You will use $EKUFIE, EKUFIE, or you may make your payments through check or money order made out to Anthony Ezell or to Ezell's Productions, LLC. That address is P.O. Box 492, Jackson, Alabama, 36545. Or you may contact us at the phone number of 251-709-1123. Thank you.